Okay, this morning we're with Coach Mike Willits, cross-country coach for Bethany Lutheran. And Mike, cross-country team coming off a pretty successful outing at the GRIAC. What are your thoughts kind of in retrospect on the GRIAC?
We ran good races at GRIAC, improving our times, but we're ready to keep moving forward. Where we stopped off at the GRIAC, we're not going to just be content with those times. We're going to keep getting better as we go. We're only halfway through the season, and I want to keep the momentum going the entire way.
Laura Anderson in her first 6K shattered the old women's record. Where do you see Laura going this year?
I see Laura breaking 25 by the end of the season. I think she can break 25 minutes for the 6K, and I think she can get an all-conference finish.
And David Bloomer ran a very good race as well at the GRIAC. David's senior year, or his last year, and I'm sure he's looking forward to some big drops yet before the end of the season. What do you see ahead for David?
David's got a whole lot to give, and we haven't even hit our highest mileage yet. We'll be getting there as the season keeps going on, and I think he's going to be breaking into the 26s pretty soon, breaking under that 27-minute mark. Our men's school record is 26:59. I'd like to see him break that, and I want to see him at the top of the conference. He came in 4th in the conference last year. I want to see him have one of those top spots this year again.
Now the men's team, kind of a younger group this year. We do have David and Matt, kind of the elder statesmen of the group. Right. But what do you see for the rest of the team? We're, as you said, about midway through the season, and still, I think, a big upside.
Well, they've been running. Let's see, the first race we had most of them in the 36 range, and then they all dropped at least a minute last week. All of the new runners for the men's team. And I think we'll be dropping minutes still by the end. I think we can drop a good 2-3 minutes off of their times by the end of the season, just getting that experience running, getting that mileage under their feet. And we've been fortunate enough to avoid injuries so far, and we've been being pretty careful with that. I think we'll be able to do a good job the rest of the season avoiding that. And if we can do that, then we're looking at a lot better times, and we can turn this group around, have them come back next year. We're looking at a stronger group, a group with more experience, and a group that's ready to get those faster times and improve their team performance.
And real excitement on the women's side too. I mean, the women's team has done some really good things so far this year, and again, a pretty young group overall for the women's team. I mean, we've only been in existence as a 4-year cross country program for 3 years, so everybody's kind of young, but. What do you see ahead for the women's team?
Women's team, this year even, I'm very excited about where we're going to finish this year. We brought in 3 freshmen this year, and those 3 freshmen have been our top 3 runners in the last few races. And to improve from last year like that, and we also have some of our top performers back from last year. So we're looking at a much better team performance than we had last year, and when they're so young and they can come back next year and the year after that, I think we've got a good force in the UMAC on the women's side of things.
Okay, today we head off to New Ulm to take on Martin Luther and Trinity Bible over at Flandreau. What do you think about the course over there?
It's going to be a beautiful course to run on with the fall leaves and everything. I like the course. It's kind of out in the woods. It's a little more rugged. It's a little more hilly. So that's kind of a thing that everyone has to deal with. So it's kind of an equal thing. We have to run it just like everyone else does, and it's a little bit rougher on the runners to have those hills. But that's cross country. You run over everything. So.
Okay. Any predictions on how the day's going to go, Coach?
I think we can see Bloomer winning the race. I'd like to see him winning. And I think we can see on the women, I think we can have Bloomer win and Matt Bamer will come in probably second. And the women's side, I think we can expect Laura and Kat to come in the top 4 or 5, both of them. The teams, I'd like to win this meet. We'll see how things go, and we're looking for our best performances, improved times, and good races.
Okay, Coach Mike Willits, good luck today.